So hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Afwan Shakir bin Wan Azman, number matrix 281606. Me and my group today gonna present about our survey, which is Zoom meeting survey. So the introduction of this survey. The main purpose of the survey on Zoom virtual learning was to gather information how far the students of UUM know the Zoom meeting application and how effective the application for student learning. The survey was conducted on students of UUM using Google Form. This finding consists 100 samples among students that represent 20,000 of UUM students. These samples were asked when they know about Zoom meeting, how they know, and is the application easy use or not. The hypothesis is most of the students know about the Zoom meeting and know how to use it. So this problem statement. The main problem is to find out the best application student can use to conduct their virtual learning. As we know, there is a lot of online video conference that we can access. However, not all of them provide a good experience when we are using it. The second one is a lot of free video conference applications are not user-friendly, meaning that all the functions in the application are not well organized. Very often, there are compatibility issues with operating system, browser, or the gadget itself like smartphone. The third one is financial issue. For example, many of the video conference applications are not free and then the user must pay for it using subscribe monthly. It is quite expensive and it will burden the student to subscribe it, such as Cyberlink, U-Meeting, and GoToMeeting, and then the new one is Google Meet itself. All this adds up to their frustration and reduce student engagement. Their learning experience is disrupted, and they will probably abandon the course. This survey question have 12 questions, which is age, height, connection, race, have you used Zoom meeting, where, origin, the net bill, gender, and the evaluation about the Zoom meeting itself. So we go to the dataset description. In this section, we will clarify roughly about every question in the survey that we ask for useful data. We need to know the main descriptor: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Answering this question provide context for the data. Without at least who and what, data is useless. To answer this question, it is generally necessary to examine how and by whom the data was collected. So the personal information is age, number of semester, height, race, origin, and gender. And then the evaluation is about the Zoom meeting itself, like connection strength, how the student know about Zoom meeting, is the Zoom meeting is friendly, and then the internet bill. So we go through the data processing. I will put 8 questions out of 12 questions because the presentation will be long if we discuss all of these questions. However, I will put all the questions in the report. So the first question is gender. Based on this question, what is respondent gender, we found out there were total 100 people who answered this question. There were 2 options in this chart, which are male or female. This pie chart result show that most of the respondents are mostly is female, which is 64% represent 64 people, while 36 is male. Question 2, still personal info. Based on this question, where is the respondent staying at? We found out there were total 100 people who answered this question. There were 2 answers in this chart, which are campus or at home. This pie chart result show that most of the respondents are mostly staying at home, which is 95%, represent 95 students staying at home, and then 5% staying at campus. The third question is about have your student used a Zoom meeting? So this pie chart result show that most of the respondents are mostly have used Zoom meeting apps. 87% people answer yes and 13% answer no. So the question 4 is about is Zoom meeting friendly? This pie chart results show that most of the respondents are mostly answer Zoom meeting apps is friendly. 46 people answer yes and 15 people answer no. The rest of the respondents answer moderate, which is 39%, represent 36 people. So we move to the question number 5, which is internet speed. Based on this question, the graph results show that most of the respondents are mostly have 20 Mbps and below, which is 33%, represent 33 people, and followed by 21 to 40 Mbps, 41 to 60 Mbps, 81 to 100 Mbps, and 100 Mbps above, which is 10%. And then the question number 6 is, where do you hear about the Zoom meeting? Which is, based on this pie chart, the results show that most of the respondents are mostly answer they know from lecturer, which is 60%, represent 60 people, followed by friends, advertising, and the rest is 6%. So I will invite my friend to continue this data analysis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Adli bin Abu Bakar. My metric number is 279944, and I will present the data analysis for our group assignment. So the first question is about the gender. So gender will be two part, which is female and male. So the frequency is 63 for female and 37 for male. So the relative frequency is 0.55 for the female and 0.11 for the male. So cumulative relative frequency 100 minus 37 for male, and we'll get the female number. So the mode is female, which is the majority of frequency, and our respondent, and the mean is 50. So for first conclusion is the majority of UUM students are female. For next question is where students stay. So the count of where are students staying now is, for campus is 7%, and staying at home is 93%. So the mode is home with 63%, and the median is 93 and 77. So we need to count it like 93 plus 7 and multiply with 2, which is 50, and the mean is also 50, and the range for formula, the range is the difference between the greatest value and the least value, which is the greatest value is 93 for the home, and the least value is 86. So the conclusion, the majority of students are staying at home rather than at campus. So for question internet connection strength, internet connection strength will be 6 column. Connection strength, frequency, midpoint, FM square, and cumulative relative frequency. So for the first, our way to count it is for mean. So mean, we need to use the formula, which is I will include this in this video, how, and for mean we got the answer is 44.4, and B for median. So we will show you in this video how to count it, and the result we get 58.93, and for mode we get -4 for the result, and the variance is 1.02, and the standard deviation we got 1.00995, and the calculation on the data is 56% from 100 respondents were having 21 until 40 Mbps internet connection. So for last question for me, that I need to do is have students use Zoom meeting. So the count of having used Zoom meeting is the answer is yes or no. So for yes, the respondent that 87 respondent that for the answer yes, and another student will use another platform, which is like Webex, Microsoft Teams, and another. So for the answer is no, is 13 students. So the mode is yes, which is 87%, and the median is 50, and the mean also 50, and the range, which is the difference between the greatest value and the least value, is 74%. So the conclusion, the majority of UUM students has been used Zoom meeting application. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Mutakin bin Muhammad Nur. My metric number is 281284. Survey on Zoom meeting, it is friendly or not? The answer is 46 for yes, 39 is moderate, and 15 are no. Mode for the survey is 46, the median is 39, and mean is 33.33. The conclusion is Zoom meeting app is friendly. Survey for where students hear about Zoom meeting. Mode is 16, which is lecturer. Median is 6.5 and mean is 16.167. The range is the difference between the greatest value and the least value, which is 58. Conclusion. Most of the student knows about Zoom meeting through lecturer. Mean for survey of age student is 20.46. Median is 42.54. Mode is 57.25. Variance is 2.95. Standard deviation is 1.67. And conclusion of the data is 44% from 100 respondents were 19 below.
Well done, you have followed this presentation into the end. So, I'm here to give you a discussion and conclusion about the findings of this survey. In a nutshell, the finding of this research revealed that students prefer to use Zoom meeting application compared to other video conference application because Zoom meeting is more easy and simple to use. Besides, Zoom meeting is a very effective application for students to use. Zoom meeting is most suitable application for new learner and provide various of function that easy to use because of the systematic arrangement in the user interface itself. As a result, the student will interest more in learning, especially in virtual learning, and it, in the same time, increase their performance in education. The analysis of the data that we collected represent 20,000 students in UUM. Before we start the survey, we assume and make hypothesis that the most of students know about Zoom meeting, and then the analysis results show the hypothesis is true. So I think that's all from us. Thank you for watching.